How did we make it this far on Earth without chemical sunscreen? One thing that sunscreen does is inhibit your body's ability to burn. The sunburn, a signaling system from your body telling you that you've had too much sun, and something that sunscreen does stop that process, but it does not stop the damage. It just keeps you from getting a sunburn. You're blocking some good forms of rays. The UVB rays cause sunburns. So the sunlight blocks the UVB rays and lets in the UVA rays. So you're still getting damaging sun rays, and you're getting them minus the UVB, which is a type of ray responsible for instigating vitamin D production. So when you wear sunscreen, you're creating the equivalent of just eating white bread all the time. It's the same also when sun comes through a window. It blocks the UVB rays and the UVA rays come get you. You want the whole spectrum from the sun. Sunscreen inhibits the production of vitamin D, and it also allows isolated exposure to UVA. This is the same thing as like when a can of beans is infected with botulism. It's the same process. A bad can of food, what has happened is the canning process killed off all the microbes except one, which proliferates. Sunscreen does something similar with the rays of the sun. It blocks certain rays and allows others to proliferate, and that's not really healthy for you. The things that help to cause cancer are bad nutrition, being under fluorescent lighting all the time. If you're going to eat rancid seed oils and just live in your fluorescent lit office and then go home where you turn on the blue lights until you go to bed, then yeah, stay out of the sun. You don't deserve. Every one of God's children deserves the rays of the sun. I take that back, what I was about to say. How did we make it this far on Earth without chemical sunscreen? Every civilization, even about a century ago, has known about the healing and antibacterial force of the sun. Some doctors built whole healing facilities where the patients got to be in the sun all day long. Florence Nightingale wrote, "People think the effect of the sun is upon the spirits only. This is by no means the case. The sun is not only a painter, but a sculptor." Without going into any scientific exposition, we must admit that light has quite as real and tangible effects upon the human body. She considered sunlight to be a matter of first importance to the sick. So everybody has always known that the sun is good for you. And the sun is bad for you now because you're eating garbage and you're never going outside. So if you want to not believe what I'm saying, continue to eat garbage and stay out of the sun. But the effects of the sun's rays are better when the human body is well nourished. So when you're eating food that is good for you, then the sun is good for you. And when you're getting in the sun regularly, then the sun is good for you. And if you don't wear sunscreen, you can listen to your body by understanding, oh, it's feeling a little hot, so I'm gonna go inside. The sunburn is a precious signaling system. Oxybenzone is carcinogenic when activated by the sun. That's the active ingredient in most sunscreens. All sunscreen does is get rid of the sunburn. If you're going outside getting a sunburn every damn day, then you're going to have a problem. But intelligent interaction with the sun, eat well, don't get a sunburn. If you're not wearing sunscreen, you have to pay attention to that. You have to actually listen to your body. If you're wearing shoes, you don't have to be afraid about stepping on weird things. But if you're not wearing shoes, then you have to be more gentle. You have to listen to the world with your feet. If you're not wearing sunscreen outside, that's good for you. Sunscreen's not good for you. But you have to listen to your body to know when it's time to go inside. But if you want to slather oxybenzone all over your body, then be my guest. Last week I climbed on my roof and took my shirt off, and it was glorious. I would say that not only is the sun fine and good, our bodies were designed to receive the sun. One thing that being exposed to sunlight helps with is later, as long as you're not turning on blue lights all over your house at night, it helps to trigger the production of melatonin. So we live in mostly like fluorescent lights in the office, and then we get home and we just have blue lights everywhere, and we think that we're smarter than nature. So that results in a flat line of the nutrient that is sunlight and darkness. We need both. When you have the bright sunlight, it helps you to sleep better, and it helps with the cycle of the pineal gland that instigates the production of melatonin, which makes you drowsy. It's a thing some people take orally, so that's one thing that melatonin does. But another quality of melatonin is that it's a powerful antioxidant made by your body, by your inner drug dealer, a powerful antioxidant. But it says, oh, we have these active ingredients, they're powerful antioxidants. All you gotta do is go outside during the day and don't turn on the lights at night. Don't turn on the blue lights at night. Live in candlelight. I wish I could do that. I don't even do that. I just turn on red lights at night. It looks like kind of the light behind me. So sunscreen is bad. Also, I'm sorry to inform you, sunglasses are bad. The benefits of the sun don't actually apply when you're wearing sunglasses. You can be in the shade and you can get like some benefits of the full broad spectrum of sun rays. But if you're wearing sunglasses and you're out fully in the sun, it doesn't work. We have photoreceptors in our eyes, and that has some correlation with our body's ability to receive the light, the healing light of the sun. A lot of the chemicals in sunscreen are also endocrine disrupting and also stored in your fat. Also, there's a study from the Journal of Psychiatry and Neuroscience from 2007 called How to Increase Serotonin in the Human Brain Without Drugs. So we know seasonal affective disorder is a thing, but we're hiding our bodies from the sun. Also, the term SPF, sun protection factor, can only be used on synthetic ingredients. While there may be oils that harmonize with your skin in the sun in a nice way, or even offer some small degree of protection without blocking the full spectrum that the skin was designed for, no one can ever label them SPF because that's reserved for synthetic ingredients only. I don't see how sipping oxybenzone into your bloodstream through slathering it all over your skin could be better for you than just going out in the sun and going back inside when you start to feel too hot or you feel like you've had enough. Sometimes you can feel like you've had enough sun without feeling like you're about to get burnt. So the sun is going to cause more damage to you if you hide from it and if you eat garbage. A well-nourished body that receives the sun regularly is going to respond to the sun in the way in which it was designed, which is positively. Sunlight is healing, it's antibacterial, it's energizing. But if you continue the advice that has been fashionable throughout my entire life of just like live inside a department store and then go home to your McMansion and turn on the lights, and every time you go outside, wear sunscreen, wear a hat, wear sunglasses, and then when it's time for you to go on your 2 weeks vacation where you're allowed to be in the sun, you're gonna have so many more problems. So my detractors will come at me. They will cite studies saying, because I'm sure there are plenty of studies that say that the sun is bad for you. So okay, fine, listen to them. By wearing sunscreen and turning off your body's ability to create a sunburn, you're lulling your body into a false sense of security. We need the sunburn to tell us when to go inside. The sun is still damaging you, whether you get a sunburn or not. Things that are more strongly linked to adverse effects of the sun, identified as hyperpigmentation or wrinkles, are things like rancid seed oils. Eating tons of processed food is way worse for your skin and how it looks than eating well and getting out in the sun. So I'm going to suggest that you take your sunscreen and throw it in the trash. If you want to eat garbage all the time, then please wear sunscreen. I don't even know if that will necessarily help you, because the sun is not the source. Although the sun will be detrimental to your health and beauty if you're eating rancid seed oils all the time, whether or not you wear sunscreen. So when you use sunscreen, you're cutting off a connection with the cosmos that you are designed to receive. Throw away your sunscreen, or don't, and let this video haunt you.